Hello, and welcome to this space where stories light up the soul. Today, I invite you to dive into a tale full of wonder, reflection, and light. This is The Firefly and the Darkness, a fable about the courage to shine even in the darkest moments. So sit back, open your imagination, and let's begin. The Firefly and the Darkness. Once upon a time, in a hidden corner of the world, there was a forest so ancient that the trees knew more than any book, and so dense that the sky was barely visible through its canopy. Deep in this forest lived a tiny firefly named Luma. Luma wasn't like the other fireflies. While they were happy flying in groups, blinking their lights to play or communicate, Luma felt different. She didn't just want to shine. She wanted to understand why she shined. Each night, while the others danced in the clearing and painted the night with flickering trails, Luma would wander off alone, flying into the deeper, darker parts of the forest. The places where even moonlight couldn't reach. There, in the stillness, she'd ask herself, what's the point of my light if I'm always surrounded by others? What does it mean to shine when everyone can already see? One night, darker than any before, a thick fog settled over the forest. The air turned cold and heavy, and even the night sounds, the chirping, the rustling, the wind, fell silent. Luma felt a chill but also a deep curiosity. Drawn by something she couldn't name, she flew farther than ever before, until she came face to face with the darkness. It wasn't just an absence of light. It was a presence, a vast, living entity, ancient and heavy, that seemed to swallow everything around it. "Who dares disturb my realm?" boomed a voice, deep and echoing like thunder in a cave. Luma paused midair. Her wings trembled, but her light didn't flicker. "I am Luma," she replied softly. "A firefly. I came to see what lies beyond the night." The darkness let out a low, rumbling laugh, not mocking, but strangely weary. "There is nothing beyond me," it said. "Everything ends with me. Light is just a brief whisper before I take hold." Luma flew a bit closer, cautiously. "Then why do I shine?" she asked. "If you are the end, what is the purpose of my glow?" There was silence. Then the darkness spoke again, not thundering this time, but quieter. "You shine because I exist. Without me, your light would have no meaning. Light only matters where there is shadow." Luma was stunned. Could it be that her so-called enemy gave her purpose? "Does my light bother you?" she asked. The darkness answered, slowly, "No. It reminds me that I do not own everything. That even in my vastness, small rebellions of light still rise." And for the first time, the darkness didn't feel terrifying, it felt lonely. It did not consume light out of hatred, but because that was its nature. But Luma, she was not made to run from darkness, but to be seen within it. Then something unexpected happened. From deep within the shadows, faint cries echoed. Tiny voices, mice who had lost their way, a bat separated from its colony, a moth with a torn wing, all stranded, trapped in the suffocating dark. Luma understood. Her light wasn't meant just for her. It was meant for them, to guide, to warm, to remind them that hope could still glow, even when the path was invisible. She took a breath, and with her whole heart, lit up her body. She didn't shine the brightest light in the world, but hers was steady and true. One by one, the animals followed Luma's soft glow through the twisting shadows. She flew slowly, patiently, weaving through the trees, stopping when one of them stumbled, lighting their way until finally the fog thinned, the trees parted, and they emerged into a clearing under a clear night sky full of stars. Back in the Firefly meadow, the others gathered around her. "Where were you? What happened? How did you find your way back?" Luma simply said, "I shined where no one else would." And from that night on, Luma wasn't known for how brightly she could shine, but for why she did. Whenever someone got lost or wandered into the depths of the forest, it was her light they followed. Not flashy, not blinding, just present. As for the darkness, it was never quite the same again. Because now it knew, no matter how vast it was, there would always be one small light that refused to go out. Moral of the story: true light isn't about being the brightest. It's about choosing to shine when everything around you is dark. You don't have to be big or loud to make a difference. Sometimes, it's enough to simply be steadily yourself. Your light, Your kindness, your truth, your courage might be exactly what someone else needs to find their way. Thank you for joining me on this journey through light and shadow. If this story touched your heart or lit a spark within you, don't forget to share it, leave a like, and subscribe for more soul-filled tales. And remember, your light matters, even if it feels small. Until the next story,